The 7 o'clock English news from the Sultanate Oman Television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq, the Supreme Commander, hosts a dinner banquet at Al Baraka Palace on the occasion of the Sultan's Armed Forces Day. 2 development agreements and 2 memoranda of understanding are signed on the sidelines of the Oman Green Hydrogen Summit. And the Islamic Banking and Finance Forum reviews digital financial solutions in the sector. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq, the Supreme Commander, hosted a dinner banquet at Al Baraka Palace on the occasion of the Sultan's Armed Forces Day. The celebration of this glorious day comes as an appreciation from His Majesty the Supreme Commander to all military formations and units of the armed forces on this glorious day. It symbolizes his royal recognition of their great dedication in performing the sacred duty to defend the homeland, protect its security, and ensure its stability and safety. It is a manifestation of the armed forces' role in safeguarding the national achievements to boost Oman's renewed renaissance and retain its status as an oasis of peace and harmony under the inspiring leadership of His Majesty the Sultan. The ceremony was attended by some royal family members, ministers, commanders of the Sultan's armed forces, and senior military and civil officers.
قيوم احفظ لنا عمان هدية تدوم وبالعلا تزال يظلها الرخاء من خيرك العميم يظلها الرخاء من خيرك العميم يا حي يا قيوم احفظ لنا عمان هدية تدوم وبالعلا تزال يظلها الرخاء من خيرك العميم يظلها الرخاء من خيرك العميم تسلمي عمان يا حرة المرام رسولك الأمان راياتك سلام عجل لك الولا يا مؤمن الكريم عجل لك الولا يا مؤمن الكريم تسلمي عمان يا حرة المرام رسولك الأمان راياتك سلام عجل لك الولا يا مؤمن الكريم عجل لك الولا يا مؤمن الكريم شعارنا الوصال على مدى الزمان الله والأوطان والعز بالسلطان بعزة الرحمن وهديه القويم بعزة الرحمن وهديه القويم شعارنا الوصال على مدى الزمان الله والأوطان والعز بالسلطان بعزة الرحمن وهديه القويم بعزة الرحمن وهديه القويم يا قيوم احفظ لنا عمان هدية تدوم وبالعلا تزال يظلها الرخاء من خيرك العميم يظلها الرخاء من خيرك العميم يا حي يا قيوم احفظ لنا عمان هدية تدوم وبالعلا تزال يظلها الرخاء من خيرك العميم يظلها الرخاء من خيرك العميم
With the participation of about 40 local and international companies, the exhibition accompanying the third edition of the Oman Green Hydrogen Summit was opened at the Oman Convention and Exhibition Center. It showcases the latest projects and modern technologies in clean energy industry that accelerate the pace of energy transformation and stimulate sustainable energy solutions. During the exhibition, Hydrom Company signed 2 projects development and land use agreements with Solala Green Hydrogen Alliance, a memorandum of understanding with the Oman Investment Authority and Siemens Energy Company for the development, construction and operation of an electrolyzer manufacturing facility in the Sultanate of Oman, and another memorandum of understanding with the group ASIAD for cooperation in logistics sector to support the implementation of green hydrogen projects. The exhibition also revealed the first locomotive powered by hydrogen fuel and the launch of the Tahzeen company affiliated with the Omani National Engineering and Investment Company. His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed Al Amani, Minister of the Royal Office, received His Excellency Ilya Morganov, Ambassador of the Russian Federation, accredited to the Sultanate of Oman. During the meeting, both sides reviewed the progress of the bilateral relations and discussed a number of issues taking place in the region and ways to solve them through dialogue and peace. Friendly talks were also exchanged about a number of areas of joint cooperation between the two countries and a number of matters of common interest and ways to develop them were touched upon. His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed Al-Amani, Minister of the Royal Office, received His Excellency Andres Nikolaidis, Ambassador of the Republic of Cyprus, accredited to the Sultan of Oman within the framework of the Sultan of Oman's interest in current issues on the regional and international arenas. At the beginning of the meeting, His Excellency the Minister of the Royal Office welcomed the guest, who expressed his thanks and appreciation for the Sultan of Oman for enhancing means of cooperation to achieve common interests between the Sultan of Oman and the Republic of Cyprus. During the meeting, cordial conversations were exchanged and a number of matters of interest were discussed. Royal Air Force of Oman held a ceremony at Sib Air Base on the occasion of the Sultan's Armed Forces Day. The ceremony included military demonstrations reflecting the high level of the Omani Armed Forces using a variety of military equipment and installations. The Sultan's Armed Forces have witnessed development, modernization and progress in various aspects under the wise leadership of His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq, the Supreme Commander. The celebration included a number of military shows and formations, in addition to silent march, accompanied by a musical performance by the affiliates of the Royal Air Force of Oman. It also included paragliding activities. The ceremony was accompanied by an exhibition that included airplanes, technical equipment of the Royal Air Force of Oman. The ceremony was held under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Nasser al-Zaabi, Secretary General of the Ministry of Defense. Sultan of Oman, represented by the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion, participated through a video conference in the mini-ministerial meeting preparatory for the 13th Ministerial Conference of the World Trade Organization, WTO. The meeting is hosted at Abu Dhabi during the period from 26th until 29th of the coming February. The meeting discussed trade, e-trade, development issues and the exerted efforts in cooperation with the Secretariat of the World Trade Organization in order to come out with positive results that serve the member countries. The Sultan of Oman was represented by His Excellency Qais Mohammed Al Yusuf, Minister of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion. The Islamic Banking and Finance Forum took place today with the aim addressing opportunities and challenges within the sector. More details in the following report.
The importance of the role of Islamic finance in enhancing sustainable development and the opportunities and challenges it faces in the digital age were among the main focus of the second Islamic Banking and Finance Forum, titled Islamic Finance in the Age of Digital Transformation, Visions for Achieving Sustainable Development, with the participation of officials, experts and specialists in the sector.
We have witnessed a lot of growth in the Islamic banking sector, and also we have been trying to make sure that the new technologies are also aligned with the Sharia compliant products in terms of fintechs and in terms of other also innovative developments in this sector, so that the sector grows very rapidly, inshallah, and to cater also for the demand of the community.
The forum discussed the role of Islamic banking services in transitioning to an ethical and sustainable financing model, in addition to the role of blockchain technologies and their impact on increasing transparency and trust in Islamic financing solutions, and the contribution of digital Islamic financing products and financial services in meeting the needs of the digital transformation age.
As we have seen that the Islamic banking have rapidly grown during the last 10 years, and we have seen it reach to certain stages where it became as a case study for the other parts of the world. Apart from that, the Islamic banking is considered as new into the country, so they have adopted the new technologies which has been provided lately, and they have built on it in the creating products and services for the customers.
Today, after 10 years of launching the Islamic banking in Oman, our total asset had reached around 17% from the total banking sector. Financing also reached around 19%, similarly with the deposit. And actually, this shows the growth in the Islamic and also the contribution. We need also to highlight the contribution of the Islamic banking in the economy of the Oman.
According to data from the National Centre for Statistics and Information, the total assets of Islamic banks and windows combined rose to about 7 billion and 200 million Omani riyals, which is more than 17% of the total assets of the banking sector in the Sultanate of Oman till the end of last August.
Still to come, our news bulletin. The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth announces that the Q8 Cinematics Festival will be held next February 2024. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The General Federation of Oman Workers organized the third forum for GCC workers' federations and committees. Representatives and heads of GCC labor federations and GCC Women Worker Committee took part in the forum that discussed labor aspirations and challenges in GCC region. The forum seeks to establish and discuss mechanisms for safe labor market for workers in GCC region, in addition to empowering labor federations to exercise their duties in protecting the rights of workers and providing a productive environment for dialogue and exchanging of opinions with other public and private stakeholders, both at the national level and regional level. The Municipal Council of Dhofar Governorate during its meeting reviewed a visual presentation presented by the Dhofar municipality on the project of the Governorate Development Program in the areas of roads, tourism and infrastructure, as well as developing some project sites that support small and medium enterprises and productive families and improving municipal services. The Dhofar municipality also reviewed an investment project to establish an integrated city for meat and products in the governorate. The meeting was chaired by His Highness Sayyid Marwan bin Turki Al Said, Governor of Dhofar. The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth will launch Al Umq Second Film Award, which will continue for 4 days from the beginning of February 2024 under the theme the Cadi Cinematic Festival. The award seeks to promote the institutional role in opening new venues and offering the youth's works by expressing their ideas in an innovative way. The award encourages young people to establish a local cinema as a first step to compete in the filming industry, both at the regional and international levels. The festival will include a variety of activities, including the production house, a place where actors, producers and cinema specialists meet to produce new titles and exchange expertise in media production, distribution and financing. The production house will be the main highlight of the festival for producers and other stakeholders in the filming and media industries. The first higher education institutions exhibition was inaugurated in Dhofar Governorate, organized by the Ministry of Education in cooperation with the Professional Murshid platform. The exhibition aims to raise awareness and introduce visitors, including students, parents and community members, to higher education institutions and the specializations they include. In addition, it helps students prioritize their choices of majors while registering for unified admission or choosing academic subjects. Voluntary work is witnessing a significant improvement in the Sultanate of Oman as it's considered as an important value that serves the community. More details in the following report.
Voluntary work in the Sultanate of Oman is one of the basic pillars of the national development, which was established with cooperation among individuals, societies, as well as public and private organizations.
To me, volunteering means a lot. It provides a mental, physical escape for me. It's like we also get to know a lot of people. In Oman, we have a country that has a lot of like nature, and people come for these in Oman. So we have, when it comes to volunteering, I'm mainly like concerned with the environment, but here when I came to volunteer, I met people from different teams who are working really hard to give back to the community.
Practicing voluntary work in the Omani society proves the inevitable awareness and the social collaboration. In order to practice voluntary work, volunteers should have a clear idea of the various developmental visions and being able to adapt an effective cooperation in executing these visions. This will guarantee reaching high success out of any voluntary initiative. And as part of the Voluntary Day celebration in South Al-Sharqiyya Governorate, a number of voluntary teams were awarded for their tremendous efforts in strengthening social cooperation values within the Governorate. Sultan bin Saif Sara'i from South Al-Sharqiyya Governorate.
This is the Sultan of Oman television. Before tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq, the Supreme Commander, hosted a dinner banquet at Al Baraka Palace on the occasion of the Sultan's Armed Forces Day. Two development agreements and two memorandum of understandings are signed on the sidelines of the Oman Green Hydrogen Summit. An Islamic Banking and Finance Forum reviews digital financial solutions in the sector. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all here, my colleagues and myself, Suhail Akinde, good night.